I think it's happening.
Hi.
It's hard to know. All right,
Yeah.
we shouldn't end open each time with we're now streaming on YouTube. So hello everyone and happy
Happy
Friday.
Friday. We're
Welcome to
back.
another edition. Well, we've kind of combined, we've decided to combine our Friday night feeling all right with some of the news because a lot's going on and live streaming is happening all over and concerts are coming up and we want to bring you some information. So I hope everybody's having a good Friday. Hello, Meredith.
Hi, Allison.
Good to see your face.
Thanks. There is a lot of
to,
concerts coming up and lots of
yeah.
things being released. It feels like it's getting really busy again.
Yeah, new music is happening and being released. And so we're gonna just kind of check in with you guys, say at the top, thank you so much. We got so many more subscribers coming to our platform, to our channel, Musicianship on YouTube. And we are also streaming some of our content on Instagram as well. You can find that at Musicianship. And just check in there on our little IGTV. Some stuff doesn't upload so great yet to Facebook and IGTV. So mainly this is going to be our main channel and platform is on YouTube, and that will be streaming on our website as well because it's just pulling right from YouTube. See, that seems to be the most efficient way these days. So thank you so much for everybody. I saw some comments and likes from Deb and Stephanie, and thank you so much. The more that you guys interact with us, the more cohesive it feels and fun because we get to then kind of comment back or reply and get to know who you guys are out there. I love to know who's watching.
Yeah, absolutely. And always tell us what you're listening to. Always, anytime. We love to hear what people are listening to. It's fun. It's a fun way to discover new music. Allison and I are constantly texting about, hey, have you heard this? Hey, have you heard that? And yeah, we want to know what you guys are listening to all the time.
We are continually, we share a little notes section back and forth here, and Meredith and I
and then we update it and I'm like, did you write that? Did I write that?
And sometimes I noticed a couple times, Meredith, we had a couple of the same stories, like we discovered it at the same time, and that was kind of fun, like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That was fun too. So we're going to hit you with some, I guess, some new music. What's coming up? What's coming out? Who's re-emerging, kind of. And it's really fun. I saw that Katie Lang has a new album of mixes. So it's kind of like I won't call it a retrospective, but it's called Makeover, and it's a new collection of dance remixes.
Okay, so she remixed all her songs as dance remixes?
I don't know if it's her specifically. It's her best love songs made from 92 to 2000. It's due May 28th, and it's just in time for Pride Month, it says. I was reading on, and then you could pre-order it, and I'll put that link in the show notes down below in the comments. But none such. Store pre-orders include an exclusive limited edition print of the album cover, yada, yada, yada. Oh, there's a really cool photo, and it looks like it's from 1995. And I was just saying to Meredith, how did they do that? It's a really cool picture of her kind of at a drum kit, and it's by David LaChapelle. So there's different stuff that they're offering if you pre-order, so you can go to her website. I think
I definitely want to check that out. That sounds really fun. I love her, and that's cool.
I have a fun story. I don't know, it was fun to me anyway, but when I lived in West Hollywood, and I had just lived in Los Angeles a couple of years, and I was a huge, I just discovered Katie Lang, and I was walking around and I saw her like 4 times within 2 months, and just it got kind of weird. Like we were in line together, and then we were walking past each other, and then by the 4th time, it's kind of like, hey, neighbor. Yeah. So that was my only like Katie Lang exchange. I didn't meet her.
That's really cool. It is so
funny
when you move here, and it's like you just run into people down the street and you're like, whoa.
I love that. I do love it because I've actually made friends with people like that here, which is fun.
Yeah, totally.
But so she has a new album. Also, DJ Khaled, I think that's how you say his name, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody put it in the comments. Ali, get it together with your pronunciation. But it's called Let It Go. He did a He did a thing with featuring Justin Bieber, 21 Savage. It premiered May 10th. It already got like, at that point, it had like almost 6 million views. So that was super fun. It's just a fun hip hop track. And then what was I? Oh, there was a really interesting thing on Pitchfork that they tend to feature like new artists. I do like Pitchfork because they have a lot of like really things I would totally miss in the mainstream. And there was this YTK Let It Off, the ones. It's a must-hear rap song of the day, they thought, but Matthew Ritchie posted this on May 12th. And it's basically like it's got sampling from one of Mariah Carey's tracks, but she likes this. It's a really good article. I want to put that down there. Check out the video because it was really fascinating to me. It's a commentary on politics, and tell us what you think about that once you see it. Is he trying to be ironic? Is he trying to make a comment? Anyway, just check it out. I want to know what you guys think about that. And then this was something else that's really neat. So classical music in London, they're doing this new method for crowdfunding trials in London. It's noise nights artists to include a bunch of different classical superstars. And yeah, so I'm going to post that down there because they're trying to get live music going again in all areas and all niches, classical, and trying to kind of make that really cool and edgy and presentable, and to people who like really want to have a classical experience, but have something kind of hip and cool. So I guess we're trying to make it vibey.
Right, to sort of get out that mind frame, like, oh, classical is just for like old, rich white people, they want to make the experience available to everyone. And being able to go to the orchestra as a kid, I was so lucky. It was just like such a beautiful experience. So all people should be able to experience that.
What did you play? Tell everybody.
What did I play?
Yeah.
Oh, the flute, first chair.
That's
first chair, and then piano by ear. You know this that I wanted to, but
I know I'm promoting you.
I know, it's so embarrassing. The flute.
I'm bragging on you, as they say in the South.
What's that?
I said, as they say in the South, I'm bragging on you.
I'm bragging on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that I stopped band pretty early on because I was like, I'm too cool, but I still played, but just getting to be taken to the orchestra was always amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you because like those are some of my first experiences, not only like being in choir at school, and I loved that, but
bell choir. I was in the bell choir. Oh. That's how I learned how to read music. Like it's like you had to wear like a white collar. I mean, there's nothing more like pious.
You guys, the bells are hard to play. I was laughing hilarious. I was laughing once when I went with my step grandma, and she goes to the sweet church, and she used to, and they would, that was their biggest excitement, was their bells. Yeah. But then I was like, really you know what, this is, after a few years of seeing this on and on, I really respect these players because they had to just be really precise, and they did a great job.
Like mute it to your chest, like that's how you like. I know that's literally how I learned how to read music, was the bell choir.
That's awesome.
I think it's also going to have a resurgence. It's going to become hip again.
And I had Ruth Eckerd Hall in Florida, so that was really cool because that's like a renowned. For that area, it's really amazing the amount of money that they've put into that place. And we would go and watch the symphony, and that was our field trip from school or whatever. And that was just like life-changing. So I hope kids are still doing that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they are.
Seeing the symphony, not the orchestra.
Yeah.
Going to see the symphony. You knew what I meant.
Yeah. Orchestra, symphony. Same, right?
Yeah.
No, not quite, but definitely it's the same principle. That's a bunch of people play music together. That's awesome. Noise nights. So check that out. One more thing I'm going to let Meredith take the next few here, but I just wanted to tell you before I get off new music for my section, ABBA. Dancing Queen, anybody?
Queen.
Yeah, ABBA's going to release new music this year. That's really super fun, right? No?
Yeah, I mean,
How do we
do
feel?
you know when their last album was? 1987? I don't know.
Don't know. I should know
I'm
that.
gonna
I
look it
feel
up
like
right
it was the
now.
late 80s, but I don't want to say that and be wrong and be all fake news about it. It was yes, it was 40 years ago, 1981. So
Wow,
they haven't released music since 1981. That is
that's
crazy.
amazing.
And to have that kind of staying power is pretty outstanding, if you don't mind my saying so. Also, real quick, just Lukas Nelson continues to release. They just did their second release from this album now called Leave Them Behind. And that's really, really fun. And let's see, it is Leave Them Behind. Yeah. And A Few Stars Apart will come out pretty quick here. Listen or purchase on his website now. So that's
Cool.
lucasnelson.com. So,
Awesome.
yeah. And I should stop saying The Promise of the Real. It's Lukas Nelson and Promise of the Real. Don't want to get caught being wrong. Okay, what do you have? I see the Black Keys.
Yep. Black Keys, new album coming out. They released a new single called Going Down South. I like it. It's been a minute since we heard from the Black Keys. I think El Camino was their last album, and I mean, yeah, so it's exciting. They're really fun to see live.
Oh, I haven't seen them live.
Yeah, I've seen them a couple times. I mean, I think the first time I saw them live was 2008. Remember when there used to be a Silver Lake Sunset Junction Music Festival?
Oh, remember that? Do they even have that anymore?
No, they stopped doing it a while ago. Something about paying taxes, or somebody didn't pay taxes. But I saw them there, so super close. Than a couple other times. But yeah, so that's fun. It's cool to see what else comes out in their album. So it's just that single. Tame Impala, who we love, remixed a Crowded House song, To the Island. And it's freaky. I would say definitely check it out. It's pretty funky.
Funky fresh?
Funky fresh. Funky, not fresh, but yes. Oh, Sleater Kinney, they announced a new album.
Yeah. I told Meredith, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I just discovered Sleater Kinney. Don't get upset with me. But that's cool. That's what's cool about our show is sometimes I'm learning too, or Meredith's learning. It's so fun.
Out some, Todd Rundgren and stuff, like, because he's a friend of the show, and then he just got inducted, but that's neither here nor there. Yes, so the indie rockers, Sleater Kinney, that's Carrie Brown-stein, which you guys probably know from Portlandia, and they have a new album out June 11th, but they just shared a song called Path of Wellness, and it's really cool. There's a music video. I enjoyed it a lot. It's awesome. It's rocking. BENEE, have you heard of BENEE? I don't know if I'm saying that right. It could be BENEE. I think it's BENEE. Young, she's a New Zealand artist, 21 years old. I believe Chris Doritas from KCRW. I was driving home one day, played one of her songs, and I was floored. I was like, whoa, who is this? This is haunting.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I've been following her. Stuff's really cool. I think she's going to be really huge. I would say definitely check her out, especially if you're like a Billie Eilish fan. It's sort of in that genre, sort of like indie pop.
And hi, Chris Doritas.
Yeah, hi, Chris.
Philip knows him back in the day.
W is doing their pledge drive right now, you guys. So
head on over after this.
Yep.
To KCRW and support KCRW. We love KCRW.
To join, yes, we get a lot of new music
history in our family too. Connected work through different friends and stuff. So
I used to do the songs a million years ago for them. Now everything is online, especially because of the pandemic. What else? Yeah, Dave Grohl and his daughter Violet did this really cool cover of Nausea, which is a song.
That's so cool. On Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, that was cool. And you're going to talk about him later. There's a film with his mom, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm going to come back to him. But well, actually, while we're talking about, just loop it right in because it is so sweet.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the
It's
spot,
called
Allie.
No, it's okay. From Cradle to Stage. And his mom wrote a book, and then so it's kind of based on this kind of her kind of journaling, I guess, and just her experience of being on tour, and just really it's all about moms and their children, and if they're a music maker, and just kind of following different musicians and their mothers. It's beautiful. Right. It looks beautiful, and I'll put those in that in the show notes too. That's the trailer is there, and then we'll come back to film. But yeah, it just looks so wonderful.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, and then let's see. And if you guys haven't checked out the 20th anniversary videos on IGTV of the Hotel Cafe, check it out, because I've been watching them. And like, I forgot about this person. I think I saw him years and years ago in person at the hotel, if I'm not mistaken. My memory is a little bit, I've seen so many great people there, but James Bay is amazing. And if you don't know who that is, check out, they're all on there. There's a whole bunch of people that you're going to be pleasantly surprised to see.
Right. Yeah. That you're just like, oh my God, I didn't know that that's where they got their start. When I used to work the K-Rock Weenie Roast gifting suite, I was like a host of like the gifting VIP suite. And I remember hanging out with James Bay, and he was so lovely. And then he was playing, and then, I got into his stuff, and it's great. And he's very humble and nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's all.
I remember seeing him years ago, and I was like, wait, I know this voice. Like, it didn't hit me at first when he was like, hey, and I was like, wait a second, is that the guy we were talking? It's just like, it's that whole thing of like, to see like how somebody's grown and all the music they've created, and it's just so exciting. And that's just, it's check out those artists, because I thought, wow, this is awesome. I want to also say that there's a great link to the Brit Awards. The Brit Awards just happened a couple days ago, and there's like,
and
hey, we love you all. Terrible working Brit accent. Sorry, guys. Don't mean to be insulting. I'm just trying to sound any kind of authentic, but I can't pull it off. Hey, I just want to say that there is a great link though for the performances. They have all the performances cut up on their YouTube channel, and maybe their website, but I saw it on YouTube. And they also have a list of their winners too. So that's really cool. I watched some of the performances. It's really fun. And it's really fun to see just the different presentation and production in another country, and how they kind of do their award shows, different from the Grammys and different from a lot of the things that we do in the States.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, definitely.
That was really neat. And then also congratulations. You're right. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. It's so exciting. Let's see. Jay-Z, the Foo Fighters, the Go-Go's, baby, Carole King.
Yes, woo! Finally.
Sorry, everybody. Carole King. Todd Rundgren. And Michelle Rundgren. Got to give props to Michelle. And Ms. Tina Turner.
Hello. Oh my God. Hallelujah.
And I know. Why?
Tina Turner, it's like sometimes like this person that wasn't already in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How's that possible?
I thought maybe Todd was. I thought maybe Tina was. I knew the Go-Go's weren't. I knew the Foo Fighters, somehow I thought you guys were already in I don't know. We really love you, Dave Grohl, and everybody. And searching Dave Grohl. But yeah, I thought they were in too. Carole King too. So, but it's amazing. I mean, I didn't really realize though, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame really didn't come into existence till the mid-90s. Did you know that?
No, really?
Mm-mm. That's what I understand from it, is that they were looking and for a city, and where were they going to put it? And they finally built it. They might have decided where to put it, and that was in Cleveland or in Ohio in the late 80s, but they really didn't implement it wasn't finished until the 90s. So I might be misquoting, might be a little earlier, but in the 90s for sure. That's the article I read. I'll put that in there too, because I was kind of shocked at that. So I guess they haven't really had time to like put everybody in there, right?
Right.
Yeah, so they're trying to do it, but I did post something that it has been considerably less women inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's why this year there's half of them are women. In the past years, it hasn't been.
Yeah.
I feel like we're stuck sometimes in 1980, and I feel like it's time to now graduate. It's not even 2000, you guys, it's 2021.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on along into progress and equity for women and equality. And we're going to help you do that. That's why we're here. We're all going to join in now, because when you have everybody's voice, it's a more balanced and fun experience too for everyone, because there's different fresh ideas you never would have thought of,
right,
culturally or whatever your thing is that you're bringing to the table from your life experience. So whatever your background is. So yeah, what else do we have, my friend? Any upcoming concerts or tours?
I think there is.
Woo woo. Oh, there's a whole list. I'll post it again, of upcoming live concerts, live streaming concerts rather. But we do have some tours coming up. There are a lot of tours that are rescheduled. Haim is going on a tour later this year. They just won at the Brit Awards as well. Best International, I believe. The Eagles are coming to the Forum.
That's awesome.
What do we think about that? Would you go?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I looked up the cost of the tickets, and that shouldn't discourage you though from going to the Eagles.
$450.
Pricey. Oh, no. You can get like high up seats at the Forum for less than that, much less. So I want to say this, the music at the Forum, you can hear it from anywhere. So I don't know, these icons are like, that's a lot of touring. So they're going on tour. Please get your tickets, because who doesn't want to go see the Eagles? I do.
Yeah.
The Forum isn't even my favorite place. But that's one I would bust out the money for. Like, I know, because it's really like, I don't know. I just feel like that's an once in a lifetime experience.
Totally. Yeah. That's a big deal.
Yeah. And I think like Alanis, I think the Hollywood Bowl is getting up and running too, with a few different concerts. So check them out as well. So yeah. Anything else, Meredith, that you have?
Oh yeah, Billie Eilish's mom has started a nonprofit.
Wonderful.
Called Support and Feed in LA. So check that out. I think that is really cool, because they're fairly new onto the scene, meaning, it's not like they've been around for 20 years and they're already using their, their name for good and a platform. So that's really cool.
That's really cool.
That's kind of it. Let me see. Am I missing off the top of my head? I got to check out the performances on the Brit Awards.
Oh, it's so exciting. And then I just wanted to say too, let me see. This is why I need to order my glasses, you guys. Sorry, I have to lean in for my notes. Let's see. Okay. Oh, you know what? There are a couple different Oasis is going to do a documentary. Rolling Stone just posted this, that there's an Oasis announces Knebworth concert documentary. I'm sure I'm butchering that. So let's see here. Oasis has announced a feature-length concert documentary, woohoo, on their historic appearance at Knebworth in August 1996. I guess there's okay, cool. It's directed by video creator, Jake Scott. So all right, it will honor the 2-day event. It'll be a 25th anniversary behind the scenes look at that event. So that should be interesting. I like Oasis.
I love Oasis. I saw them at the Bowl, like maybe 2004 or 5. They'd had a new album, but the brothers, they didn't even look at each other the whole time they were playing the show.
At least they're dedicated to the music.
It was like one stood here, Noel and what now I'm forgetting, but
Joel
yeah.
and Noel, or I know her. They're amazing. Yeah, they're funny though. There has been that controversy for how many years with them, but they keep coming, like, I don't know. They kept coming, Noel and Liam.
I was right. Noel and Liam, yeah.
Yeah, you were right. Hey, man. So I hear the family gathering in the other room for dinner. So we might have to sign off, but I just wanted to cover one more thing, is that I love that support and feed in LA with Billie Eilish's mom. I think that's really, really important. It's so great.
We'll find out more about it.
And, yeah, we're going to bring you more about some of the nonprofits, like the Born This Way Foundation with Lady Gaga and her mother, and the Billie Eilish support and feed in LA. So that's really, really cool. And I wanted to just leave you with a couple. I'd mentioned that documentary we mentioned from Cradle to Stage, that one with the Dave Grohl and his mom and a bunch of other music makers and their mothers. But here's a little music discovery movie. This is kind of fun for people who live in maybe Colorado. I think that's where they were. Is my friend Tracy, maybe it was just on her site, or maybe I'm not sure how she was associated. I'm sorry, Tracy, I'm going to post that. But there was this magic music band. I'm going to find out more about it, but I'm going to post this because it was a kick. It's all about this band who was like destined. It's like a folk band from the 60s that they were like so famous where they were from. They were just, it's a really cool documentary about them kind of like coming back together years later. And it's like official selection 2017, Napa Film Festival, won Woodstock Film Festival, Florida Film, every film festival. It's just several awards, and it looked really sweet. And I don't know why, it just struck a chord with me. It looked really good. So I'm going to post that. And that's kind of my last thing. And I can hear my dog ready to go for dinner. Listen to him.
Dinner time. Oh, and also the Bee Gees, How to Mend a Broken Heart, the Bee Gees documentary. So well done.
Oh, I want to see that.
Moving, sad, happy. And the Bee Gees wrote a lot of songs that you didn't know were written by the Bee Gees.
Yes.
So
that's true.
I recommend
musical geniuses.
Yeah.
Really,
absolutely.
Truly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's really fun to look up all the songwriting and to discover all the different artists that you know about that.
And you never know. I'm going to listen to my Saturday Night Fever vinyl that I have. I have a soundtrack.
You have it on vinyl?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was my mom's.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I had
the family room to that.
I had it. Guess what it was on?
What? 8-track.
You know it.
Yeah, girl.
Myself.
Listen to your vinyl. Listen to your 8-tracks. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Bye, everyone. Have a beautiful Friday. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Meredith.
Yeah. Thanks, Allie.